That's alright.
First, I know what you're thinking. Wow, Jessie, original. There are probably like 20,000 of these on YouTube. Well, that's where you're mistaken. Oh, that felt cool. I'm going to be doing this very differently. Each of the things I bought in their own way are back to school life hacks. So this is also a back to school life hacks video and a school supplies haul. And second, I'm giving away everything in this video. You're like, Jessie, you just bought tons of school stuff. What are you gonna do? And I'm just like, I'll manage. Which, yes, I go to actual school. I don't do like online school or anything like that. To win all of the stuff that I'm showing you in this video, you must be subscribed to this channel. Each comment is 1 entry. Also, it's an extra entry, oh yeah, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram. If you do that extra entry, comment your social media down below that you follow me on. If you do. This just shows you how mature I am. I'm gonna go absolutely, that means mental and Jessie. 15,000 likes. Yes, I just confirmed that I'm crazy. That would really show me that you want another giveaway next week, because there might be a really cool one that incorporates bands, and I might be considering uploading it next week. I spent probably like an hour on this setup back here, and if you're not subscribed, this was just randomly on my bed and I picked it up. Be sure to subscribe. I will link it. I think that saying that I got a lot of stuff for you guys is a huge understatement. I just wanted to mention, I've already admitted it to the internet, this is nothing new. Hi, I'm Jessie and I'm a mermaid. Don't usually like to share with people, but we're very close, so. In all of these back to school videos, I've seen one thing emphasized a lot. Oh, I just really wanted to do that with the glasses. Everyone asks for a piece of gum, which is true, but what's really gonna draw people's attention is something, oh, that was cool. Then ring pops are something different and they're the bomb. Life hack number 2 is a certain subject. Have that theme be like a certain fandom, like, oh, for everything math, I don't know, then you could do Avengers folder and Avengers stickers on your notebook. Bookmarks, I even use these with textbooks because folding down really expensive textbooks probably isn't a good idea. Pretty colors, so it'll make you more motivated to use them. So if you're often stressed out or just having a bad day, whatever, this will make you feel 10 times better, trust me. And even make one with your puppy on it, that would be cute too. It just personally makes me feel better, so I thought it would be nice to include that. When you're getting school supplies, they are 10 times cheaper at the dollar store. So if you're like, okay, that's not too cute, I'm just gonna self-promo myself here. I did a do-it-yourself school supplies, so I got you covered, trust me. I just used stuff from home for that video. Blue one, 3 subjects. A yellow one, really a bunch of them. And a pencil case. In case I don't even want to open up the pencil case, what I do is with the 3 holes, I'll stick in a go-to pencil, a go-to highlighter, and a go-to pen. And then I got folders, and you can use the school supplies video, the DIY one I did, just saying. But I think they're pretty cute. Also got you guys composition notebooks, I know some recommend that. One thing that you should always keep in your locker, paper. We all know the time at the end of the year where we start writing on the backs of papers, and there are like a ton of crumbled pieces of paper at the bottom of your backpack, and you're just like, trust me, for me at least, Jessie in the future is definitely gonna appreciate this. And then pencils, I got them in crazy colors so that hopefully you can find them like in your school bag. That's definitely a help. Like those neon erasers that can stick to the top are the best because they can just help you find your pencil super quickly. And I'm always this awkward. Yeah. Some of those pretty eraser tops that can help you find your pencils easier. I got you guys covered for basically every single situation. Really, seriously. Because sometimes they're really specific about what colors they want. I know some don't want red, some don't want any color, including blue. So I would just go for black. It's very rare that they don't accept black pens, unless they just don't accept pen at all, or unless you go to like some really cool and rare superhero school. I make too many geeky references, don't I? I do. Colored pens are the biggest help. Kind of listen, and then I just end up thinking about just life. The Nyan Cat stuck in my head, and it all goes downhill. You know, like what topics are going to be in certain colors and things like that. You feel just more engaged. I'm crazy. You know, those certain shoes where the shoelaces get untied all of the time. I don't have my life together. That's why I recommend bringing extra shoelaces. Extra, yes. These are seriously the best fristless hair ties, so that, you know, say your hair is all down and you blow dried it in the morning, or you curled it, and then like you get the crimp. I make it sound like a mythological monster, the crimp, that lives under the princess's castle. Okay. Another thing for gym, for getting like those like little baby hairs, especially if you've face framing with your hair, it is awesome to get these head wraps. And a life hack is also to make sure that you use bobby pins to keep them into place, because sometimes they just slide off. I got your pretty bobby pins, because pretty bobby pins make everything better. It's like a mix of black and colorful. Me. Like icy hots, they're just these bandages, and they help with relief for muscles, etc. They're just really good to keep if you do sports. I don't do sports. Unless you're like me and went through a middle school hoarding phase of hoarding Bath and Body Works. Did I just admit that to the internet? I did. The dollar store is like way cheaper sprays. I definitely recommend keeping this in your gym locker or just your regular locker. Called a vanilla brown sugar. It literally smells exactly like one of the Bath and Body Works ones. Obviously you can't bring your whole like toothbrush to school if you're having a situation. So there's an accent on the I. Just these breath strips. Also, obviously you're not going to keep a real candle in your room, but they have these at the dollar store. This is the sparkles. A piggy bank. You do not know how helpful this will be. You know, when you bring the lunch money to school and you have the extra money, it just ends up disappearing from the world magically. You're immediately just like, oh, I have extra money and I have a place to put it. Problem solved. And then for you guys, doggy, you know, like bathroom bags, I guess you would call them. I was about to just pick them up and explain them to you guys, so I apologize I'm not giving away dog waste bags, unless, would you guys like that in my next giveaway? Did I really just say that? I apologize. Fashion batteries, whatever that means, I just know that they look really cute, even though you don't normally see the batteries. Something that people don't normally think to put in their locker, but they do end up needing, just trust me. Well, calculators, those fancy hanging chandelier locker contraptions. And yes, I did get gum. You chew a flavor of gum while you're studying, you chew it again while you're taking the test. Apparently it helps you remember things. Maybe you start turning into a mermaid and your hair starts turning colors, then boom, just tell them they're extensions and put these in. So they're basically just colorful extensions you can just put in for the day. These fake flowers are super cute. You can easily just put them in your locker and cut them, and it'll make it look like you're loved by someone. No, just kidding. Lights with all the little woo that they have at like fun little like 5-year-old birthday parties, and still my birthday parties because I don't want to ever grow up. These are awesome for lighting up your locker. Makes you feel like you're at a disco. I really can't dance. A planner is super helpful and they're pretty cheap. I don't have time to like write down every little individual thing. I label things with cute stickers. Obviously you guys know I have a pet unicorn, so I could obviously use this for whenever I have to train my pet unicorn. But if not, you could use these to represent like tonight's Teen Wolf. You know, some happy birthday stickers to represent birthdays, for when things get super stressful and you just don't want to think about school or work or anything, and you just want to go and watch little Einsteins and play Barbies again. Bubble bath. This stuff is pretty cheap. I just recommend doing this the night before a test and bringing flashcards into the bathtub. These mini notebooks are the best for like a daily to-do list. The average person would be like, that's a solar system notebook, but I go, that should be on Tumblr. And if you're on the bus or you just want to have one of those like typical teenager moments, earplugs, Trust me, you will use them, you know, on the way to school. I do it to drown out my brother. He's probably not watching this, so I can say whatever I want. I feel so free. And I will see you, hopefully, in a future giveaway. To the rescue. I feel like Wonder Woman with her gold whip.